Welcome to our channel, Twilight of the Dollar. Today, we're diving into a topic that's been making waves in the world of international finance and geopolitics. Saudi Arabia's decision to end the Petrodollar agreement with the United States. But before we get into the details, make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more insightful content on global affairs. Let's start by clarifying what the Petrodollar agreement actually is and what it isn't. Contrary to some recent viral claims, there was no formal 50-year contract between the US and Saudi Arabia that just expired. The reality is a bit more complex and nuanced. The term petrodollar refers to the practice of pricing and trading oil in US dollars. In 1971, President Nixon ended the dollar's convertibility to gold. This was followed by the 1973 oil crisis, which saw OPEC countries imposing an oil embargo. In response, the US sought to stabilize its relationship with Saudi Arabia, the world's largest oil exporter at the time. In 1974, the US and Saudi Arabia established the United States-Saudi Arabian Joint Commission on Economic Cooperation. While this wasn't explicitly about oil pricing, it laid the groundwork for a mutually beneficial arrangement. Saudi Arabia would price its oil in US dollars and invest its surplus oil revenues in US Treasury securities. In return, the US would provide military aid and equipment to Saudi Arabia. This arrangement helped cement the dollar's status as the world's reserve currency and gave the US significant economic and geopolitical leverage. So, why is Saudi Arabia moving away from this system now? There are several factors at play. Changing global dynamics. The United States is no longer as dependent on Saudi oil thanks to its own increased production. Meanwhile, China has become Saudi Arabia's largest oil customer. Diversification efforts. Saudi Arabia is actively trying to reduce its economic dependence on oil through its Vision 2030 plan. Geopolitical shifts. Saudi Arabia is seeking to balance its relationships with global powers, including China and Russia. Financial considerations. The kingdom may be looking to diversify its currency holdings and reduce exposure to potential US sanctions. Now, let's explore the potential global implications of this shift dollar dominance. While the move could slightly reduce demand for the US dollar, it's unlikely to immediately end its status as the world's reserve currency. The dollar's dominance is based on multiple factors, including the size and stability of the US economy and its deep liquid financial markets. Oil market dynamics. We might see increased use of other currencies in oil trading, potentially leading to more complex and diverse oil markets. Geopolitical realignment. This move could signal closer ties between Saudi Arabia and countries like China and Russia, potentially altering the balance of power in the Middle East. Global financial system. Over time, we might see a more multipolar financial system with increased use of other currencies and alternative payment systems. It's crucial to understand that these changes won't happen overnight. The global financial system is deeply entrenched, and any significant shifts will likely occur gradually over many years. So, what does this mean for the average person? In the short term, probably not much. However, in the longer term, we might see increased currency volatility, changes in global trade patterns, shifts in geopolitical alliances, and potential impacts on interest rates and inflation in various countries. It's a complex situation that economists and policymakers will be watching closely in the coming years. As we've seen, Saudi Arabia's move away from the petrodollar system is more of an evolution than a revolution. It reflects broader changes in the global economy and geopolitical landscape. While it's a significant development, it's not the end of the world for the US dollar or the beginning of a new global financial order, at least not yet. What do you think about these developments? Let us know in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe for more in-depth analyses of global issues. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.